Have you ever had any DCFS involvement before?
I did.
What did that entail?
Yeah, hold on. Dad, please don't let them do this.
So I can't tell my kids goodbye?
What? You're going to jail for disorderly?
Oh no, I picked up and I called back. No, I picked up multiple times and I called back.
From one of 8 children rescued by officers after being abandoned overnight in a car, to elderly parents saved from the terror and abuse inflicted by their own daughter, and terrified children left in tears until officers step in to stop their drunk mother. When a welfare check uncovers heartbreaking neglect and abuse, it's the police who step in to rescue the ones who can't protect themselves. On the 30th of June 2024, officers immediately arrived at the scene after receiving reports of a toddler left behind inside a vehicle. The little girl was found visibly exhausted from crying all night, with all the car windows completely rolled up.
Vehicle. We're trying to figure out who she belongs to. So, no idea. All right, thank you.
I can go over there. He's just, whole family's anti-police.
What?
Family's anti-police.
Oh, well, they're
100%.
We're taking this child today.
100%.
Sorry, man. Step back.
Yeah.
DCFS has been involved.
She's probably been out here for a while.
For what?
Drugs.
Yeah. Could you imagine if somebody didn't see this? This car's gonna heat up.
Are you okay? You want a sticker? Yeah.
One of the officers goes to talk to the child's grandmother after they find out where she lives.
Bet you all the windows are up too.
They're all up.
And who knows how long the kid's been out there.
Yeah, that's why I want to ask.
44 myself on the scene. I'm sorry, my cell phone's on the scene.
I want to see how long they've been here.
I'm sure there's a ring camera somewhere around there.
Yep, there's a ring camera right across the street.
Yes.
Hi. Are you la mamá?
¿De quién?
¿Sylvester, su hijo?
Sí. ¿Qué pasó?
¿Y Nayeli todavía es la novia o no?
¿Nayeli Méndez o...?
Yeah.
Ajá.
Ok. ¿Dónde viven?
¿Qué pasó?
Pues encontramos la hija, una niña chiquita, sola.
¿Cuál? ¿La grande?
No, está chiquita en un car seat.
Police quickly went door to door to check neighboring houses and successfully tracked down the child's grandmother. Through the conversation, they discovered that the parents have 8 children in total and had just returned from Six Flags late the previous night.
¿Es la última vez que vieron a Nayeli?
Ayer estaban en el Six Flags. Cuando yo les hablé, estaban en Six Flags.
¿Y dónde no viven allá?
Sí, acá en derecho. Pero ¿dónde encontraron a la niña en el carro? ¿El carro dónde está?
¿Dónde vive? Déjate, dijo.
Ok, aquí en la derecho, en la esquina, es en el número, no sé, es esquina con Macena y Norte. Macena y Norte.
Yeah. Okay.
Ajá, ahí vive. Pero ellos estaban afuera.
No.
La niña.
La niña estaba afuera sola, durmiendo en el carro.
La chiquitita en el Corsa. ¿Y la niña la tienen ustedes ahorita? ¿O?
Está con la policía ahorita.
¿Y me la pueden dar ustedes? Yo soy la abuelita.
Lo que va a pasar, vamos a llevar a la niña a la estación, van a llamar DCFS.
Oh my God.
Y van a ver si te van a soltar a ti. Entonces, ¿les agarro tu número y tu información?
Okay, yo puedo ir ahorita, yo me pongo los zapatos. Sí.
Ok, pero mientras, deja agarro tu... ¿Hay un ID?
Sí, un momento.
Who's ID?
Mother.
One minute.
Out of Wisconsin.
So they live in that area over there.
Okay, do we know where?
She said north of Messina.
What's up?
She said around north of Messina. She doesn't have the address. But she said the last she knew of them was they were at Six Flags yesterday.
So it's in the area. You could hear them. I head back to Shepherd in case they come outside.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're going to take the kid to the station?
Yeah, I'm going to, well, it's Shepherd's call. I'm not trying to jump all, I mean, I get really pissed off. When it's,
100%, especially because I know them and they don't care about the kids too often.
but we're taking, I mean,
Because she said, obviously, DCFS, if we do take her, they'll probably want her info to give protective custody to her, right?
yeah, we definitely got to involve DCFS and see what they say because this could have been serious.
The officer returns to the scene to inform the rest of the crew about the situation.
Mom is not at the house. She lives in this area though. Her mother was there and said she lives near north of Messina, unknown where. Cardian's trying to figure it out, so I came back here in case they come outside.
What about Dad?
They both of them live here.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly both of them live here. They were at Six Flags yesterday. That's the last that
So I assume that Joshua, which is the brother, out wandering around? Because the DCFS records show her 2019 and her brother a little bit older, 2017.
Yeah. The address is way up there. Well, we already checked. So the address that I found DCFS paperwork in there comes to mom's or grandmother's house up here. She says that her daughter lives somewhere in this area north of Messina. But
After police continuously knocked on the apartment door, the father, Sylvester, finally came outside to cooperate with authorities. He claimed that he arrived home around 11 p.m. and had not used the vehicle since that moment until morning.
We have everything we need.
A neighbor tries to help the police with some information.
I think they struck light here.
We're about to go make contact with her now.
Hey, ask her if she saw when that got parked.
You know how long the truck was here?
No.
Did you call?
No, it's my husband. This man live here.
This here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Police! Police! Sounded like something from inside. I don't know if it was the upper level or the lower.
He found mail with her name.
No, I know. I'm gonna look at the camera and see how long she's been out here. Because Grandma's like, last I knew, we were at Six Flags yesterday after dinner last night. So, and knowing then,
Is Grandma gonna come get her?
I told her she's good to come. However, depends on what they want to do. If they want to take custody of her, DCFS out to release her to her.
Gotcha. Making sure in case she comes.
The grandma will come.
Okay.
So she's so.
Child fully buckled in.
Yeah.
So no way she could have got out of it.
After a long period of insistence, the child's father responds to the police.
Hey, come outside.
What's your name? Sylvester. How long you been here?
How long I've been living here?
No, how long? What time did you get home last time?
I got home last night like around, I'd say, like around 11.
11 o'clock at night? Yeah. And you haven't left this house since then, right?
At all.
When's the last time you drove your Yukon?
It's not a Yukon.
Or whatever it is. Your SUV, your black Tahoe.
My girlfriend. What?
When's the last time you drove the Tahoe?
Your mom has it.
Hey, Enrique, come here.
Oh.
I want to know what they're saying. What? No, but it's Spanish on the phone. I want to know what's going on.
Okay, ya está.
Okay, just woke up.
Yeah.
Mom's coming.
Sí, aquí está, ya llegó la policía.
The mother appeared and admitted that because the whole family was exhausted from the trip, the couple split up to carry the kids inside, resulting in the youngest daughter being forgotten. Could sheer exhaustion ever be a justifiable excuse for a mistake that nearly cost a child's life?
The Wisconsin thing? Question.
Because it's going to depend on who's driving, because it might be both going, or it might be just...
They were both at Six Flags.
You guys were just probably exhausted from yesterday, right? Six Flags? You guys were at Six Flags, probably exhausted.
Yeah, we're at 6 Flags.
You guys went out to eat after?
Yeah.
Or she'd probably sleep, I'm assuming you guys probably just...
So can you just kind of ask, like, you know, if they remember, like, anything about this, or have they used the vehicle since this morning? 11 o'clock last night was the last time they used the vehicle.
Got home from Six Flags last night, right?
Yeah, well, like, you went to go to the gym in the morning?
He was driving?
Like, no point in lying, bro.
We got
here's the thing. So let's,
Huh?
We got kids.
At this point, it's just your honesty is what's going to help you guys out.
Your honesty's going to go a long way with everything and how this goes.
It's just when you guys got home last night, you just forgot. She was sleeping. I'm assuming you guys have you have more kids, right?
We have 8. In total, we have 8 kids. And everybody, like, we got home like around almost 12 o'clock from Six Flags. We still passed by and got some food. We got everybody off, but I mean, everybody just started getting.
Yeah.
I got off first, and I got some of the kids off, and he got off, and he got some of the kids off. So usually we work as a team, but I guess yesterday we must have been super tired. But
okay, you know, at this point, it is what it is. The best thing is that she's good, right? We're still here, but it's not super hot, right?
No, we usually wake up early.
With the other 8 kids in that apartment, I kind of think we should just take her and screen her. We're going to take both. Because if we take both, then we got to...
You're right.
Officers proceeded to take detailed statements and cross-reference the family's history with the Department of Children and Family Services, DCFS. After careful deliberation, the officers decided to transport both parents to the station for investigation rather than arresting just one.
That's abuela? Okay. Un momento. Grandma.
like almost around 12.
At night?
Yeah.
Okay, so around midnight, and then you guys just got kids out of the car one at a time.
Yeah.
And left one.
Yeah.
So you said you had 8 kids. All 8 fit in that car?
Yeah.
Or no?
They do.
Okay, but that's how they were transported. They all came, you guys got here and just ended up leaving one in the car, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We have pictures and videos of all night being there, and I also, like, when we stopped by to get some tacos, I also recorded that, like, you know, like, at the time that, you know, we did stop as well.
Okay. This isn't pertinent, but I'm just asking, were you guys drinking at all? I'm just trying to figure out how you guys would have left it.
No, we were not drinking. We do drink, but yesterday we were not drinking at all. We just dedicated our whole day to the kids from the morning to the nighttime.
Okay.
We have people that were with us too at the flags.
Okay. All right. Then what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you step out real quick just to confirm that this is in fact your daughter. I'm gonna turn custody over to him. So you're good to come over here just to want to make sure that this is in fact your child.
Okay, well, we're gonna leave the child where she is right now.
Yep.
Okay?
She's okay.
She's okay.
Okay.
All right. Leave Pepper, get them back on the grass, please. Okay? Go back on the grass. It's okay. Okay.
Hey, just stand right here for right now. Yeah.
I'm already rolling up. We're trying to figure out what's going on first. What our next step is, okay? Have you ever had any DCFS involvement before?
I did.
What did that entail?
I'm sorry?
What happened with that?
They closed the clothes.
The case was closed? Okay.
I did what I had to, and they closed it, so, you know, we've been doing good lately. Like, I never thought, this has never happened to me, like, never have I ever forgotten one of my kids in the car.
We're gonna work through this.
I'm gonna talk to him. She's 99, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay. So they got like 9 kids though.
Is she extraditable?
Yeah. So the idea is we're going to hook her,
100%.
screen it just for her, and then if the state attorney wants to do him too, we can. They were together last night, but because of the 8-kid situation, I'm thinking just hook her for right now.
Yes. Who's taking custody of the kids?
Be dad.
Her grandma's here. She left on the street.
Okay.
That's why we're trying to figure out how to go about this.
I would take both of them down and screen it, give the kids to grandma if she's capable of taking them both. And the state's going to decide who to take. So we don't want to go get it and get a warrant from later because they're both in the car. So they're both responsible for the kids. So bring them both down. Just tell them, listen, they might not charge you, they might do whatever, but we have to bring them both down for an investigation. That's it. Okay?
All right. Can you just try to get all the kids' info before we go forward?
The formal arrest was executed right at the scene, leaving the father completely bewildered and repeatedly questioning why he was being handcuffed. Police explained that this was mandatory protocol since both parents share equal responsibility for their children's safety.
Oh, she's 28, so she ties my record. This one girl's had 8 kids at the Oaks at 28. 7 different dads, though.
You want to get him? Does grandma know all the kids' info?
She just got there.
Yeah, grandma knows.
Okay, so we could probably just hook them and then just talk to grandma. Okay. All right, so we're gonna owe one both of them.
Okay.
And grandma's gonna take custody.
Okay.
He's gonna try to hit.
Let's take him first.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's actually get 2 people. We get 2 more?
They're going to take both of them to the station.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We're 11:01 in both. Okay. You will take the dude?
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. Listen, you're currently under arrest, okay? Just relax.
Wait, why did you arrest him? Why? What did I do? What did I do?
Don't tense up.
You did.
Give us a reason for their arrest, so y'all can't just arrest them.
My baby's right here.
We just want to know why.
We're gonna talk.
Hey, make sure to get him some shoes and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Shoes and a shirt.
Yep. Okay, so you know you're being arrested for child neglect right now. Doesn't mean you're gonna be charged with it, but state's attorney will let us know, okay? Hey, it happens, but unfortunately, it is what it is, okay? Come on. Appreciate your cooperation on this.
Man.
I'm gonna get you shoes and a shirt, okay?
All right, and you can let them know you're 1101 with the female, and to confirm. Do you have anything hidden on you at all? Okay. All right. We're going to be bringing both parents down, and all 8 children will be turned over to the grandmother.
Officers documented the child's terrible condition, noting that her diaper was completely soiled and had leaked through the seat, proving she had been left alone for a very long time. Is the legal system failing when it previously gave all 8 children back to this couple?
Body cam, put it in there. Okay. She's fully buckled in, just not on her face. And, you know, you can tell she's been crying for a while. So just document that in your report. What's that?
Her diaper's completely soiled. She's,
yes, I saw that
she's
too.
peed through the seat.
Yep.
How do you give kids back to these type of people, dude?
Oh, man.
Yeah, there was a case before that DCFS gave all 8 kids back to this one lady.
3567, are you gonna have local
DCFS
charges
took 4 at one time.
Yeah, well, he'll give it to her.
She's literally in a.
Yeah, I'll take it. Do you have a shirt and shoes for him?
Yeah, they're being a.
Okay.
Hey. Along with the warrant.
This is for her.
That's her?
Yeah. This, okay. Thank you.
Who's the main on this?
Shepherd.
Hey, Shep. So her underwear's, I told you, her underwear's completely soiled. She's peed through the seat, so you can document, so you can see how what stage she's in. All wet. The seat's all
Fully
wet.
buckled in. It's not.
And I have all of that on my body
body
cam.
cam. Okay.
You got document everything. DCFS needs to take all their kids away, too. Every one of them. Dude, how do you not notice your 4-year-old? Your baby. You should notice your baby.
And you know, you gotta put her to bed.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at some point in the night, you're like, well, I'm forgetting to do something.
I'm guessing they were not in the
One
right
bed
state
is
of
empty.
mind. Yeah. Maybe they were a little 56 and a half-ish, maybe.
Thank God. I don't know how somebody saw
That's what I
her.
was thinking. Like,
You would have had to be.
Trying to break into the car?
Because
The windows are tinted, bro. You ain't seeing it in this car.
when I walked up, I could barely see her.
I mean, I don't even know how new this is. She probably like trying to get out, like smear the window, say help, you know?
Yeah.
But she doesn't even talk to 4. Complete neglect with this child.
The 2 parents.
Paramedics, EMS, arrive to check the toddler's vitals and offer her hydration, while all 8 children were temporarily turned over to the grandmother's care. Both parents could only wait in silence at the station to find out the official charges against them.
Side, right?
Yep.
Okay. Both parents went with you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Are you taking custody
The grandma's
of her
taking
right now?
custody right now.
Yeah.
Grandma is?
Yeah, she's in the restroom.
Did she want her transported to the hospital?
Well, if she's fine, then no. I would say more so. Our concern is that she seems okay. I try to give her some water right now because I assume she might be dehydrated, but she doesn't want to.
Is she?
But that's just because she's picky.
Yeah. Is she acting normal for herself?
Yeah,
Like,
she
seems
is.
normal
Yeah.
for herself?
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, we can check her out in the ambulance. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank
If you
you.
want me to, if you guys, I'll stick around. If you guys want me to ask, I can have them ask the parents if they want her to go check.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Are they under arrest
Yes.
or both of them?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk to grandma and see what grandma wants. But
Okay.
yeah, we could check her out in the ambulance and just take your vitals and stuff like that.
If you're sticking around here, I'll get a witness signature from you too if they don't want to go, if that's all right.
Alright, thank you so much.
Si más rato piensa que necesita la ambulancia, que va a llevar a la hospital.
Ok.
Sí. Asegura que tome agua o tiene algo.
Sí, ahorita le. I can't imagine how y'all feel about it. No, really. Thank you.
Due to child endangering and criminal neglect, each parent faces up to 1 year in jail and fines reaching $2,500 for each Class A misdemeanor charge. They just stand there in the doorway, making all these excuses, not even attempting to go to the baby or ask how she's even doing. These people are horrible. That poor baby. Imagine the distress she was in being alone all night. Also, the police should be questioning how they can safely fit and secure 10 people in that vehicle. The fact that they didn't run out to get to her is unreal.
Dad, please don't let them do this.
On the 22nd of November 2025, Clay County deputies responded to a heated domestic dispute in Louisville. A helpless father recounted how his intoxicated daughter shoved both parents into a corner after they confiscated her phone to stop her from breaking curfew.
You do that, I said, that's fine. It's got to go in front of a judge. You got to have proof. He never done nothing to you. So we come home and she wanted her phone. I said, give me your phone. She wanted me to drop her off up there at her boyfriend's. I said, I'm not dropping you off anywhere. Your probation deal's at 10 o'clock. I'm not having no part of that. You want to leave, you do it on your own. So I went, laid back down in bed. She come in there, took her mom's phone from her. Okay. And Cindy got her phone back, and Cindy had it under her foot, and she shoved her mom up in the corner and was sitting there and shoving her mom against the door in the corner of the wall. And I got over there and I put the phone up out of her hands and told her to quit. And I told him, I said, call the cops. I want her out of my house. Okay. Cindy won't press charges on her, but I just want her to go anywhere but here.
Did she make any contact with you?
Yeah.
Did she push you open-handed or punch you?
No, she didn't punch me. She was shoving at me.
Okay. Where'd she shove you at?
On my arms. My chest.
Okay.
That was already on
That
me.
was already on there.
But yeah, she just shoved me. I mean, but like I said,
The exhausted mother flatly refused to press criminal charges, terrified of sending her daughter back behind bars. Could this mother's blind love be accidentally enabling her rebellious daughter's repeated pattern of violence?
Said she pushed you up in the corner.
Yeah.
You got any marks on you?
No.
That you know of? So you just have to check.
Just old lady skin.
Okay. All right. Did you want to press charges on her at all?
No, I don't want her to go. I don't want to press charges. She's got enough on her. I hate
she
to.
called me a fat one more time. I'm gonna die.
I know. She keeps calling me names, you names.
Vince, I'm gonna ride here. I don't give a shit what you gotta do.
I go.
And she shoved me, and she shoved her.
Yeah, that's one thing, you know, if you two want to do something with her pushing with you, we can do charges.
My deal is, she says, I'm going to have to pay her fine. She said, you guys told her I was going to have to pay her fine because I cost her a job. I said, I'm not paying your fine.
No.
But I don't want her in my house. She also said she was going to kill herself. Yeah, she did say she was going to.
If we didn't give her weed, she was going to kill herself.
That reminds me of giving that weed that she had, or whatever that shit is.
Yeah, we can take it for sure. So, all right. Well, I'll go call the state's attorney and see what he wants to do because I know neither one of you are wanting to press charges, but I've got enough witnesses and everything. You know, if there's marks on one of you, then it would be I can take her no matter what.
I don't have any marks, but she just her deal is she's drunk mouth and she won't shut up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to bed. I'm tired.
Say I just got off the phone with state's attorney. The heck? Sounds like it.
It is.
But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take her to jail. So she's going to spend the night. She may get an NTA probably tomorrow after she sobers up, but we're going to hold her on just like a basic battery since neither one of you are wanting to do anything. So, alrighty, yeah, I'll go and break the news to her and take her up there.
Deputies officially announced an arrest order from the state's attorney and handcuffed the woman right in the living room. She instantly flipped from defiant to hysterical, sobbing and begging her father to save her from a looming panic attack.
Neither one of them want to press charges. It's coming from the state's attorney himself. So.
You need to quit drinking and you need to quit smoking pot because you do this.
You're literally letting me go back to jail again, and this time I can't go out, Dad.
I can tell you, sometimes this is the best
Okay,
thing
but
for you.
he just told me that it wasn't going to happen.
He didn't know what was going on.
You didn't talk to the state's attorney like I did, okay?
Dad, are you...
Sorry, he's the boss.
Yeah, he's the boss of us. So.
How long am I going to be in here for?
Probably NTA tomorrow. You'll be let out tomorrow,
you should
but you're staying over the night.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. Dad, I can't. I'm going to have a panic attack and end up in the hospital. I can't. Dad, I can't.
Whisper, you're all right.
I can't.
Come on.
Hold on,
Sit down
please.
for a minute.
Yeah, hold on. Dad, please don't let them do this. I didn't even hurt Mom. I was trying to call Mason. He even just told me. I wasn't shoving Mom. I was trying. This is what happened. And I'm gonna be honest. Mom even told me I didn't shove him, and she even said that to him, though, Dad.
You got me to the point I've told you already. I don't want you in the house no more because of the things you do.
But I haven't done
disrespect your
anything
parents,
besides
and I do
sit
not
there
like-
at the table and let you yell at me. Besides when you don't. Am I allowed to go pee before we leave? Or
No, we'll do the same thing, all right? Let's get you up and get you out in the car. Come on.
Yeah.
You're going to have to grow up.
Yep.
Can I walk on my own at least?
While being escorted out, the woman grew embarrassed and furious upon realizing someone was recording her humiliating arrest. She frantically denied touching her parents, instead blaming a man named Dusty for setting her up.
You'll be all right.
No, I
just gotta
I know, because I'm going to jail for tonight. Mom, I can't do this, I promise. Mom, I can't. Mom, hold on. Mom, Dad, can I have a hug from you? Dad, I can't.
You're going to have to get off the drugs and the alcohol.
I can't. Dad, you're literally... No, because Dusty's videoing me. I can't. Dusty's videoing. I'm not dumb. Then tell him to quit videoing. Let me...
Come on. Let's go.
Literally videoing me. He's videoing me, but am I supposed to do about that? Dad, hold on, before we go. Dad,
Come on,
what
come on,
time
we're
am I
done.
coming out?
I'll be up to them tomorrow, okay? I come out at 2, so if it's before then, they'll let you out. They'll probably let you out in the morning.
I don't understand what's going on. Can we talk before I get in the car?
After you sit in the car, we can.
Okay. I just don't understand what's going on.
Nothing on you like first time?
You can check me, I'll let you.
Okay.
And then I
step on in
don't
there.
have a wallet, obviously.
Okay.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Yep, I will as soon as we get you buckled in, okay?
These 13. I can't.
I can get my finger in there. We're good, okay? We're not going to be comfortable. All right, so what we're going for tonight is just a simple battery, okay? Because you made contact with your dad and your mom both, and that's what they both told me.
Is that I never did. This is what actually happened. Like,
Well, I've got three witnesses. I got three witnesses that are saying other.
Dusty wasn't even in there.
Right.
Dusty's trying to get me in trouble, and he's been trying to get me in trouble all night. I'm being so serious. This is gonna make me lose my job, and I can't have it. I can't.
It's a simple battery. Your mom and dad are not wanting to press charges, okay?
Listen, dude, I can't lose my job over this. Going to jail and 2 times a night.
It won't go
if
your parents don't want to do anything. It won't go anywhere.
I'll lose my job no matter
You know how
what,
many
because
times
I'm
we've
already
had
on the
domestic?
app.
It's not going to be a domestic.
Sitting in the patrol car, she was read her Miranda rights but kept interrupting to plead her case about the dropped phone. Is this stubborn refusal to admit to the physical altercation proof that she is completely out of it under the influence?
So that's why you're going tonight, okay? The state's attorney wants you held over the evening since you're still intoxicated. I can tell you are.
Can I take a breathalyzer right here?
No.
I want to know what my thing is, because I know I'm really not. It's not even that. The thing that makes me upset is the most is that I was literally sitting at the table, okay? And I was sitting like, okay, I'm not going to do anything, but I was sitting like this, literally at the table, and I had my hands like this in front of my hand. And Dusty just started screaming at me, and I didn't know what to do. And of course, whenever someone screams at me, I'm going to yell back.
Yeah.
I just don't know anymore. Because I didn't even touch anyone. The phone literally fell like, I want to say like this far from my foot, and I didn't even touch it.
All right, before you go any further, I'm going to go ahead and advise you of your rights again, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can or say will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney or a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. You cannot afford or hire a lawyer. One will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. After hearing those, do you understand those rights? Okay, 15.
Is there a way I can talk to my mom and dad before I actually go for sure? Because
Not right now.
I don't really want to leave.
So what happened?
Separation anxiety.
What happened with the phone?
My mom's phone. I'm being dead serious. This is literally what happened. She was standing at the door, literally like right here, and I was standing like right here. And I had my feet like this, and nothing literally happened. I dropped the phone because I was on the phone and I was talking, and I dropped the phone, so I picked it up. My dad literally shoved me, and my mom said stop. And like, I don't know if the person heard me on the phone, but my dad literally told her to stop and everything. I don't know.
All right, so your mom's saying that you put hands on her. So she's saying you put hands on her.
Can I talk to her?
Rusty's also saying that you put hands on her and him.
I'm having a bad
So that is why you're going, okay?
Quick, please. That's all I need.
We're past that, okay?
I just need to talk to her.
We'll get you up there and we'll get everything finished, okay? So just so you know, it'll be just like last time. You'll be put in the cell by yourself, so you can just go in there and go to sleep, okay?
I can't sleep without talking to my mom. Is there a way I can talk to her?
The meltdown peaked as she begged to use the bathroom and whined to call her mother before the car drove off. The video ends with her being booked for domestic battery and probation violation, facing a long night of sobering up behind bars.
I'm gonna pee myself. Dude, I don't know.
Hurry up and get in there. We're wasting all this time. We could have already been up there. Come on, put your feet in. Put your feet in. Nope, we're past that.
How long do you think I'll be in here for?
I'll be let out after breakfast.
What's that mean?
Breakfast is at 5, so it'll probably be 7 o'clock or something like that.
This is stupid. I want to call my mom when I get there if I can, please. It wouldn't mean a lot.
Alright, Jesse. Pull this up and over, okay? Go out there, Deputy Dewey. Back in there.
Facing charges of domestic battery elevated to a Class 4 felony due to her active violation of probation, the woman faces up to 5 years in state prison and steep fines reaching $25,000, along with mandatory anger management courses. She's on probation. How is this anyone's fault but her own? Dear Mom. You're not helping her at all. You're enabling her behavior. Good for the dad for not putting up with this nonsense.
Something out here.
No, it's bullshit that y'all don't give two flying.
On the 12th of April 2025, Florida deputies responded to a beachside welfare check after a domestic dispute turned into a public disturbance. An intoxicated mother frantically claimed she confiscated her husband's truck keys to stop him from driving their children home wasted.
That is the problem. My husband is wasted. Okay. He drove his truck from way down there to down here. I took the keys from him.
And you have the keys?
Yes, because he's wasted.
Sweet.
And
is that him over there with the kid?
I'm trying to get my child from him and get my Uber and take my kids home.
Okay, hang out right here. Let me talk to him. What's his name? Chris.
That's all I want.
Have you been drinking?
That's why I'm not driving.
So you don't need to drive either. Okay.
I'm not driving. I have an Uber for a reason.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Goodness gracious.
What's up?
What are you at?
You called me. What do you need?
So okay.
What do you need?
Let's turn this way so I can talk to her.
Okay.
This
He needs to call himself an Uber, and he needs an Uber home.
Hey, buddy.
He needs the Uber home.
Just relax for 1 second.
I'm leaving with my kids.
I get it. Just
I'm leaving with my kids. He's too wasted.
For
I'm
the
not doing
sake
this
of your
no more.
kids.
I'm not doing this anymore. I've been trying to get him for the last hour and a half to leave. Let's go get in the car, please. Get an Uber. Can you get my youngest child so I can go home with him, please? While he gets an Uber ride home because I have his truck keys and he's not leaving in his truck. I need my youngest child to go home.
What's the whole scenario?
Deputies questioned a nearby fisherman to determine if any physical domestic violence or battery had occurred. Could the mother's explosive screaming and erratic behavior in front of her children be a sign that she has completely lost control?
She has my belongings.
Okay, y'all are married, but y'all have each other's belongings.
I guess this is a waste of time.
Okay, I just want to make sure these kids are taken care of. Right?
For sure, dude.
Okay,
for sure. Then tell her to get the. Here.
Okay, so let's let them go. Are y'all need to ride separately?
I didn't. Dude, I'm not even trying to be near this shit right now. Hey, and I hate to even involve the children. Ask whoever has been around the whole time. Fella left right here. Ask him what's going on. There's 0%.
I need to get another one. Can you cancel the ride? She doesn't want to give me a ride because she says that they don't have clothes on and I don't have pants on. So she doesn't want to give them rides. So I'm asking her to cancel the ride so I can get a new one. But I can't get a new one until she cancels it. But she won't cancel the ride. Ask her.
She's canceling the ride. I need you to calm down for your kids.
She said, "I'll do it on my own time."
Stop yelling in front of your kids.
I've been trying to go home for the last hour. I've been trying to get home.
Do you understand that?
For the last hour.
Over here.
First of all, I'm not taking some irate crazy woman home
that
lives far away. I drove all the way here, so I have to cancel, but I can cancel.
Can you cancel for us so she can get the next one?
I'm going to do it after I've waited, because I don't get paid if I don't wait until the time is up. She can cancel it now.
Okay.
But I cancel the ride.
But you are too yelling.
In my own time, I will.
You can cancel it too. You can cancel it too.
And it charges me when I cancel it, so no, she needs to cancel it.
Then you can wait. Those are your options. You can cancel it, or you can wait until she cancels it. Those are your options.
Who's he? Is he a friend?
I think he's just a bystander. I think he saw them arguing. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet.
Did you see them hit each other or anything like that? I just got asked.
I was I parked down there, walking this way to do some fishing. Come by, I didn't see anything. She was screeching. Get your hands off me. Good. When I looked, nobody was touching each other. And it's been this for 30 minutes. Like ridiculous. The kids are just so sad. You know, they're great. But I mean, quite frankly, he doesn't seem all that grown. In my opinion, like he was talking to me. I didn't talk. I didn't engage with him. I just stood here because it was just make sure nothing silly happens. But if anything, she's just obnoxiously belligerent. You're ready to go home. We're not. And she is. Yeah, but they didn't touch each other. He walked away for a few minutes. She just kept going.
The situation escalated as the mother suddenly accused her husband of putting her in a chokehold, forcing her to yell for help. Deputies separated the couple to protect the children's emotional well-being and ordered them to take separate Ubers home.
Give me my youngest child to take him home.
Hey. Are y'all married?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to go with her? Yes
it doesn't matter.
No.
You're too drunk to be out here with him right now.
Hey, then also, hey.
And you're gonna try to drive drunk later, and that's not. You're not doing that with my
keys.
And I'm gonna give them to you before I leave.
Okay.
But my kids
let's
are going
get
with me.
the vehicle en route. Let's try
kids are going. It's
that's fine.
en route.
Okay, that's fine. Does it say anything about how long?
Yeah. Please and thank you.
Locating a driver.
Okay, awesome.
Like I said, it took me 30 minutes to get that right.
Please and thank you.
It literally took me 30 minutes to get that right.
Okay.
The whole reason for the phone call is because she was hollering, "Hey, help!
Ma'am.
Because he put me in a chokehold.
Ma'am.
Let's be honest.
Ma'am.
He put me in a chokehold.
Ma'am.
Can I go get something to drink?
Go get something to drink.
Thank you. He did. He put me in a chokehold. That's why I'm yelling help. Maybe you shouldn't put me in a chokehold.
Okay. Quit engaging her. Quit. Just do it for me. For them.
Stay out of the road. Go this way, please.
For them, because they don't need to see this crap right now. That's all I care about. Y'all can bicker and spat all day long. I don't care. They don't need to see this.
And you're right.
Okay? 100%. Y'all have both been drinking a little bit. Doesn't matter who's been drinking more or whatever.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay?
100%.
Y'all have both been drinking. Bad decision to come out here and y'all both get drunk with the kids out here. That's not a great decision.
Yeah, it started.
Okay?
You're right.
But, y'all done with that? Let's take care of these two young men and make sure they get home safe.
Yes, sir.
That's all we need to worry about right now. Y'all can deal with y'all's marital problems tomorrow when y'all sober up.
Sure.
I can't make her give you anything, and I can't make you give her anything.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood. We've been married for 10 years.
So we need to figure out. Like, she's calling an Uber. Are you going to let the kids go with her if they're willing to go?
If they want to go,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
But if they don't want to go, then absolutely.
And I'm not going to force either one of these kids to do anything they don't want to do. Y'all are still married. Y'all have 100% custody of each of these kids. I'm not going to make anybody do anything. But the thing is if an Uber gets here and she's willing to get into it, I would much rather them get in the car with her and go home than them be stuck out here with you in case you're waiting on something
but
else.
Understand the other side of the coin is that then what happens when they get home?
Do you have a reason to believe they're in any kind of danger with her right now?
Other than her
she's agitated, but she's not violent.
Okay, all right.
The husband explained the feud started because his wife passed out drunk on the beach when a deputy asked the youngest boy if he wanted to go home with his mother. The child's flat refusal exposed a heartbreaking truth about his fear of her.
Absolutely not. Okay. Do you want to go with your mom? Just saying.
The only way I'm going to be comfortable with that is if I see you get on the phone right now and get somebody en route to come get the two of y'all.
Well, dude, the whole reason we were over there on the other side, we came over here to look for shark teeth. Mm-hmm. So that's why she's pissy, is because we came over here and she was ready to go home. She was passed out drunk on the beach, passed out on that side.
Okay.
You know, and then when we woke
so what I'm hearing from you is you're not going home yet.
Well, dude, and I'm not drinking anymore at all, whatsoever, at all, dude. Like, I mean, I have nothing in, the whole deal, dude.
Okay.
There's nothing, and also, too, I can go home if it's necessary, but, I mean, we were looking for shark teeth.
Do you want to take an Uber to a different location? Your mom's house, your dad's house, your
My
friend's
family
house?
lives in Mississippi.
Okay. Do you have anybody you can get a ride to or call?
What
I
is
can Uber to my house?
If Uber comes and picks her and I guess the older kid up right now. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no
what is your game plan after that?
To shut it down. I don't want to do this tonight, dude. And I never want to do this. I mean, when I say this, I mean, you can check the record. I mean, every single time the police have ever been called is because, dude, she's the aggressor. When I say that, dude, she's the aggressor. I'm not trying to point fingers or pass blame or any of that shit, dude. It's just, it is what it is. So I called the police because, man, a second ago, we were standing right here. Call hey. That's why that other individual was involved, because he's beating me. And I'm standing here, I'm like, hey, stop, please stop. Tell the police what you saw. And that's why that other individual was involved. Because, she leans into that like, hey, I'm about to, I've never, I was raised better than that, dude.
And I'm sure that's why you called in the first place.
That's right.
It's because you want to make sure we showed up before something else got escalated out of the way.
Well, dude, I'm not trying to paint a picture and yes, sir. That is 100% true. I want to get ahead of it before, shit. I know how it goes. Never have I ever put my hands on that woman, and never will I ever. My children are right here. That's right. My children are right here, dude. There's 0% chance. I was raised there. Ultimately, it comes down to this. This is a shit show. I'm sorry y'all are out here for this.
Do you got shoes or anything you want to try to get real quick?
They're in my vehicle, and I've got the door code to my stuff.
Okay. Do you want to try to grab those? Because she said that the Uber should be here in just a minute.
Okay. Yeah, certainly.
That way, if you're not locked out of here and can't get it. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind then. That's up to you then.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Hey, dude, if it don't make things easier,
15 minutes.
I will part ways and we'll walk down the beach and do what we were trying to do.
My son is going home with me.
He is allowed to take that kid if he...
Despite insisting she was perfectly sober after a beach nap, the mother began aggressively yelling and insulting the deputies. Is this woman's stubborn, belligerent attitude pushing a standard mediation scenario toward a much uglier ending?
No, he's not.
There's nothing, I've been talking to him for the past 10 minutes, there's nothing that he's done that makes me feel like he's incapable of that.
He doesn't do a thing but drink and go to bed.
Okay.
That's all he does. Not stay with a drunk adult on the beach.
You are also a drunk adult on the beach,
I'm
right?
not. I also took a 2.5-hour nap
Okay.
before we even got in this vehicle. I worked night shifts at the hospital. I had a couple shots, and I took a nap on the beach. Now, I am fully coherent
The only
of
thing...
what's going on around me besides this man trying to come up with every excuse to why he's correct and why he's not in the wrong.
Ma'am, the only thing that I'm going to enforce is he's not driving this vehicle. If he wants to go walk away
son needs to go
and
home
he
with
wants the kid to go with him
My
and the kid
son
wants to
needs to go
go
home
with
with
him,
me.
that can happen.
My son needs to go home with me. He has no clothes. He has no shoes. He has nothing for when it starts to get cold out.
And he is capable of bringing the kid home.
And he's not going to be capable of driving
No,
to
he's
get my
not, but he
child
can
home.
call an Uber just like you are.
And it's taken how long have you seen me trying to get an Uber? Over an hour almost now?
Mhm.
So you're going to have my son sit in the cold for an hour while he's naked almost to wait for an Uber,
Does
correct?
he not have any clothes in this truck?
No,
Okay.
he does not. He has nothing in this
He's
truck.
asking you to stop yelling. Let's get him home with her.
Say again?
Let's get him home with her. It is getting cold out here, man. Let's just let him go home. Why don't you want to go home?
Wait a second. Hold on. Why is that? Why are you saying that right now?
I'm not telling you to do anything.
I'm asking you.
I'm
why.
telling you.
I'm asking you.
Because
Just like
it is starting to get late.
Sure. Would you send your?
They've
Wait a second. Hold on.
They've apparently been home all day.
Hold on. Would you send your child home with her? I'm asking you a question right now. Would you send your child?
I don't know her that well. You know her better
Understood.
than I know.
So I have to say no.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be ugly, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm asking you, Mr.
Goebel.
Would you send your child home with her?
I understand your reasoning not to. I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it, but I understand your.
And that is my wife, and she's a great mother. But today,
I rate mothers a drunk mother nowadays. Yes, I do admit to drinking 3 shots this morning around 8, 9 a.m. I took also a 2.5-hour nap because I work at a hospital, knowing I gotta go to the hospital.
The standoff peaked when she fiercely refused to let her youngest son ride separately with his father, claiming the boy had no warm clothes. The oldest son's tearful pleas of "Mom, please stop yelling," fell entirely on deaf ears during her irrational tirade.
Or his own goddamn
You can take the kid in a different Uber.
He's not taking my kid. I will go to jail behind him.
And then he's going to take both of your kids. How does that solve any
My
problem?
mom will be on the way to get him real quick.
No, your mom doesn't have custody of the kids.
Okay, so y'all would rather allow a
still
drunken father to keep custody
I'm not
of their
having this
father?
argument. I'm not having this
Right?
again.
That's y'all, though. That's y'all. Y'all would rather let a drunken dad keep
The
custody
only
of
person
kids.
who has been belligerent since I've been out here
No, it's bullshit that y'all don't give 2 flying.
I do.
The you don't.
That's the only thing I care about. I care about you. I don't care about him.
The
about the two
I
of them.
care about my goddamn kids, and that's it.
Then start acting like it.
I do. Why do you think I'm fighting it so goddamn hard? If I didn't care, I would have already been gone. If I didn't care, I would have left him with that kid, and I would have been gone.
And also, too, dude,
Try to lie again.
We did.
You drove from almost Fort Pickens down here wasted. The whole reason they're standing here because I took the keys from you. And you got mad that I did. That's the whole reason they're even standing here. You need to own up to your goddamn dumb
crazy thing.
So at this point, are you willing to go with her? Just sit in the front seat and not say anything?
No,
That's
dude, I
my
will call an
Uber.
Uber.
Can I take my son and leave? Are you coming?
No, I'm not going at all. No, absolutely not. I'm not
Well,
getting
my
that car.
son's coming with me.
This one?
Yes.
No, he's not.
He has no clothes.
Hey, I'm going to turn around and come on that side.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much. He has no clothes. He has no shoes. He has not.
So he's calling a separate Uber for the sake of peace.
It don't matter. My son's going with me. I don't trust
You
him.
cannot make your son go with you.
I can't wait till the day somebody snatches your ass up and sends you to jail. Dude. You're insane.
So either take this Uber.
Oh, I'm taking my Uber. I don't need you to tell me to take my Uber. I'm taking my Uber. My son has no shoes. He has no shirt. The temperature is dropping. It took me an hour to get this Uber. This truck is locked up. Why would y'all allow him to stay out here with no food, no drink, no shoes,
He's
no
going to take a
nothing?
separate Uber with that kid.
Because it's a civil matter, and what you're doing right now is being an asshole, making a fool of yourself.
Everyone's going home.
Ignoring multiple warnings, she lunged toward the children, screaming and creating a public nuisance, forcing deputies to take her down in handcuffs. The helpless husband was left calling his mother-in-law to break the embarrassing news of the arrest.
A kiss.
That kid said
I'm
no.
telling my kid bye. You're not going to shove me to the ground. I'm not taking my child. I'm telling him goodbye. So I can't tell my kids goodbye?
You know what? You're going to jail for disorderly intox.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to, you can stop being rough with me. Ain't nobody. I don't care.
So we got one time.
208, you guys want to take?
So you're going to arrest me for asking to tell my kid bye?
Nope, I'm arresting you for disorderly intox.
Okay, and I told you all I want to do is tell my kid goodbye.
You're here screaming,
All
hollering.
I want to do is tell my kid goodbye. I can't even tell my kid goodbye.
You're causing a public disturbance, and I've told you several times.
No, you didn't. You told me once.
Nope.
There was no several nothing. There was no several nothing. You can give my son his cell phone. That's in your hand. Yeah, and you can take my cell phone with you. That one's his. That one's mine. Yeah. Which car are we going to? Because ain't nobody. Nope. I'm not. You can stop pulling up on my arm like that. Nobody's resisting. You can stop picking me up. I'm 5 foot nothing, dude. Stop picking me up. I'm not resisting. I laid down on the front of the car. You can unclip it. I did everything you asked me to do. You can stop treating me like I'm resisting because I'm
Except
not.
for being a public nuisance.
Well, maybe you should let me tell my kid. But can you take my husband and my kids home? Thank you. Ain't nobody resisted. No reason to pull up on me that way, bro. You've been wrong this whole goddamn time. You're a.
Yes, please.
We're getting in this Uber right here, 100%.
Can I please do my phone?
Yeah.
Is there any way, like, my car keys?
Yeah, we'll get your keys.
Yeah, 100%, man. And
you got your ID on you, bud?
Yes, sir, I do.
We'll get you out of here real quick so we
yes.
don't take any more of this gentleman's
Dude,
time.
I'm so sorry about this shit, man. This is going to cost me a ton of money to get her out of jail over some ignorant bullshit.
All right, you got everything you need?
Hey, dude, I'm on like 1% real quick. This is her mother. Yeah.
I don't want to talk
Terry.
to her.
Terry, Shannon's in the cop car right now. There's a sheriff standing beside me right now. You're on speaker as we speak.
Charged with disorderly intoxication in a public place, The woman was booked into jail with her bond set at $150, which she later posted, and must now face ongoing legal proceedings in court. Screaming and acting hostile in front of your children is disgraceful. Sad that the little boy has to ask his mother to stop yelling. She doesn't care about the kids. She cares about control. Foul.
In here, next up now! Come out with your hands up!
On the 14th of July, 2024, officers responded to a domestic violence call, but those inside barricaded themselves and refused to open up. Deputies continuously banged on the door and used a megaphone to demand cooperation.
Someone could jump out that way. Because I think there's a balcony. Like it's accessible. I don't think it's hanging in on this one. The guy had to defend himself. Who's it playing that said that? I'm gonna look at through the window. There's more over here.
Can you see anything?
No, all the windows are blind. No lights are on.
These not have traditional keys.
I saw they turned off the lights. Yeah. So lights were off, and then went back I checked again. They turned the lights on for the bedroom, and then they turned back off. I could see that there was like a mail changing or something, and they cut off the lights. Sheriff's office, come outside.
I know. That was kind of nice. I'm going to try and call that number. If they don't answer, can you at least try and see if you can hear anything from over there?
Sure.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
He was wearing a white long sleeve t-shirt apparently. But he said he's on chain.
Oh, that's what the complaint said?
Yeah.
So she did see him?
One of them did. Not the initial complainant, but the next one.
Oh, okay. So this next complainant.
And then the baby is like...
After several minutes of futile announcements, officers were forced to use dynamic force to breach the front door and swarm inside the residence. Were the occupants inside intentionally evading the law? Or was a victim's life in imminent danger?
The Lake County Sheriff's Office, if you don't come to the front door now, we're going to kick the door in. This is the Lake County Sheriff's Office. Come to the front door now and exit the apartment. If you do not, we will make entry into your apartment.
Following up with them.
That's why we have that thing. Did anybody see them go into this apartment? I know that you saw the people in there. Did you see any injuries or anything like that? It's Lake County Sheriff's Office! Dude, go get that number. Try to make contact on the phone.
Hang on, I probably have it.
The number?
And whose is that? I've got the last note.
Sheriff's Office, come to the door! Hands! Is anyone else in here with you? Walk out to us right now! Walk out to us now!
Walk that way. Walk that way. Walk that way.
Lake County Sheriff's Office, anybody in here next up now? Come out with your hands up!
Put your handcuffs right now.
I don't care, come out with your hands up!
Here, we're gonna step back here.
Take him out there and interview him.
Immediately upon entering the home, officers quickly detained the aggressive man and made contact with the woman in the room. They instantly separated the two into different areas to ensure absolute safety and began conducting initial interviews to clarify the situation.
We found a trail of blood. You alright?
Yeah, that was after the fact. I just had got home. I had went to work, came back. I guess she got into it with it. And just...
So it's not you that's bleeding?
No. It was the baby.
The baby was bit?
Yeah.
Why was the baby hurt?
I guess she got cut by something when they was in there touching him, or whatever the case may be.
Okay. There's cameras out here, so if you're lying, you're gonna go to jail. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't you arguing.
I came in after the fact and went to talking everything, like basically telling it like when I came outside, to let people know to call the police because I was panicking, about being hurt. I just got in from doing trash at Finney, down the road in Winter Garden. Like I said, so I'm just scared, just nervous. I didn't know what was going on. I don't deal with the police, but I ain't did nothing. I don't do nothing. I was just trying to.
How bad is the cut? Does they need a mess to check it out? Does it need stitches? Well, I would like them to look at the baby. The baby, if the baby's hurt, I want paramedics to check out the baby.
The baby's the one that's bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have the paramedics come check out the baby.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not under arrest, all right? We just got a lot of stuff going on. Due to the fact of what just happened and that you're in handcuffs, okay? I'm just going to read you your Miranda warning. Doesn't mean that you're under arrest or that you're in trouble.
And your recording is on?
Yes.
Okay. So you're reading my Miranda rights for. So why did you put me in handcuffs?
To secure you. Based on what we've got going on.
But
we've been knocking on the door.
Correct. Yes. And I've been scared.
Mm-hmm.
I've been scared.
So right now we're dealing with a situation.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But because I put you in handcuffs.
Okay.
I'm just going to read you this warning. Doesn't mean that you're under arrest.
Okay.
Here
My
he
kids
is.
are scared and I'm scared. So that's why I didn't answer.
That's why you didn't answer the door?
I'm scared.
Well, that didn't turn out any better, did it?
I'm not familiar with like this.
Under the protection of the officers, the victim tearfully detailed the entire series of violent acts and abusive behavior she had just endured. Will these tearful accusations be enough to bring the perpetrator to justice under the law?
For some reason, I've been calling her today. She can't hear me. So you can hear me, but I can hear.
It went to voicemail. It wasn't picked up.
Oh no, I picked up and I called back. No, I picked up multiple times and I called back.
So you weren't the guy that the witnesses saw running around with the baby in your arms, just like
Yeah, I came in after the fact. That was already after the fact that happened. I had just walked in, and I didn't hear. I just heard her screaming and yelling like what was going on. I seen.
You were out here or inside?
Inside.
So you weren't outside at all?
Yeah, I did come outside. That was after the fact. I came out here telling because I seen somebody in the car. So I was telling them to call the police. I was nervous.
So then why wouldn't you open the door for us? This isn't making any sense.
What do you mean?
We've been here this whole time. You didn't open the door.
I was nervous.
We thought that you were injured.
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to be in the middle of it.
well, you told her to call the police.
I did.
Sir, this ain't adding up.
Yeah.
I think that you all were in the argument.
No, I don't think so.
People were calling up saying that that you were saying, or somebody was saying something about stabbing a guy or something like that. And if you have the baby in your arms,
I got blood on me because I have a baby. I
understand that, but I want to know how the baby got the injury.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I wasn't here.
You've been here this whole time. You didn't ask.
No, I'm saying that obviously something happened with the baby. That was the first thing I.
Okay, so what happened to the baby?
I don't know. I guess she fell on something.
We've got a lot to figure out because he's got injuries. The kid's got injuries. There was a bunch of witnesses going around saying that a female was chasing a guy around with a kid in their arms, kind of like how he's holding the baby now, and then the male was saying, "Don't stab me."
No.
Okay, well that's why we're here. You had the chance to open the door.
Deputies placed cuffs on both individuals and escorted them out to the patrol vehicles one after the other. Throughout this process, the woman continuously complained and vented her frustration regarding the law enforcement response.
I don't have no warrant, bro. Y'all know I don't have no.
We're sending it off for confirmation right now.
Y'all know I don't have a warrant.
No, sir, we're not making it up to you.
You are making it
No,
up.
we're not.
I'm walking to the police car, sir, in the rain with no shoes on. With no shoes on. But you said I wasn't detained, so why would I go in the car?
Well, you are detained.
For what?
I said you're not under arrest.
Okay, so what am I detained for?
No, she's on the phone. Here,
Our
let's put her in mine.
Please.
Sir, please.
Have a seat, please.
Sir.
We're gonna get right back to you. Have a seat, please.
And I feel like you're not behind. You know how I go. Come on now.
Have a seat,
You know
please.
how I go. I'm
I don't
telling
know
you,
Have a
the
seat,
perpetrator just drove past you guys.
Okay, well, we've been outside of your house for like 40
And I've
minutes.
been scared. I didn't know what I didn't want. I didn't want them. I didn't know if he was outside. I didn't know if her dad was outside or anything. I see you guys. I'm scared.
Okay, well, scoot your.
I'm scared.
Put your legs in. Over the phone. You tried calling us multiple times after the fact. Why didn't you talk to dispatcher?
I'm scared. Well, no, I told him the phone died. When I called back, the phone died. The phone died.
Have a seat for now.
Alright, let me hop under here with you guys. Alright, so which one do you call? Are we both there?
Yeah, we're both there,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
I tried to call, but
I gotcha. Well, then we'll start with you, and if you need to pop in and say anything, you just go along with it, okay?
Yeah.
So, what all did you see here to start from the beginning and run us down?
An officer stayed behind to interview a witness at the scene, while the husband locked in the cruiser repeatedly argued, blamed his wife for provoking him, and complained about the tight handcuffs. Is this stubborn defiance or sheer panic before facing a judge?
Male voice or female voice, if you can tell?
we couldn't tell.
Okay.
We thought it sounded like a guy
Yeah.
voice first. He was like, "Get the neck away from me," and then stop smacking me, stop smacking me, and then smack. Like, and like look at each other, we're like, "We're kind of shut the door," but we like kept it like packed open so we keep hearing what's going on. And then like it just wasn't dying down. There was a baby crying is what it sounded like the whole time. So they were screaming back and forth. That knife is so close. Get the knife away. They were like, call the cops, call the cops.
I just got here. I have proof. If you want to get my phone.
We were here the entire time and nobody came out.
Okay, I just got here before y'all got, right before y'all got
Even
here.
if you just got there, you still have to open the door.
Listen, this isn't my home. This isn't my home, first off.
So you don't have legs that can walk to the door?
First off, I didn't know what was going on. I don't know nothing about nothing. Y'all can't do none of that. Y'all are trying, bro. Y'all can keep trying this crazy stuff that y'all are trying with me, and y'all know it's going, that's cap. I had proof that I was at a whole job when all this supposedly transpired, bro. And then y'all are hitting me with some other, how do I have a warrant for something that I'm paying?
It's a writ for child support.
When did can you tell me the day that the warrant came out now?
Sure. How about you tell them about what happened today while I look that up?
Yeah.
As the patrol car arrived at the police headquarters for booking, the wife still did not stop screaming and engaged in a heated argument with the officers. The incident concluded in utter chaos, marking the beginning of a strict criminal prosecution process.
Why you letting me take everything from me? I work, I bag, I don't know all this family. Why you letting me? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. I told this man, the girl told me, the woman officer told me that he would be able to speak to me. You guys had me in the car for hours. You didn't ask any questions, we barely. Nobody gave any of my side. Nothing. Don't leave about yourself in one, sir. Whatever they told you, the neighbors, they was not out there the whole time. They was not out there. I'm not no criminal. They say child,
Oh, man. Due to his domestic battery causing injury and obstruction of justice, the man faces up to 5 years in prison and fines reaching $5,000. You can tell by her attitude she's a bully, abusive, and guilty. The more she screamed, the guiltier she sounded. Some FN attitude for having a baby bleeding inside the apartment. Lock that filth up.
I went to go 2 doors down to talk to my neighbor, and then he was like, hey, come check out this thing. And I walked into his house, and then we started talking, and I didn't realize.
On the 14th of June 2024, deputies located a 3-year-old boy wandering naked from the waist down near a busy intersection. The toddler continuously pointed the way, leading deputies back toward his home.
Answering, you asking for his name, he says mommy's up in the sky, playing.
And they're just going to, you guys know him, no?
This is the guy.
Give him my shirt. He was just standing with his stuff out.
Yeah, he's naked from waist down.
Oh, we should ask Russia first. Let's take a photo of him, go to the office and see if they recognize him.
Yeah. I'm right here, pathway.
Yeah, that's a fact. But he keeps pointing that way. So what happened is, when I drove, I got back here, I noticed like standing there. So I guess everybody must have saw the same thing. So a bunch of us stopped.
Yeah.
Can you show us where your daddy or mommy's at? Can you show us? I find out the dog is up. He's got a lot of toys in there. I can point him to the dog, but nobody can. Here, I'll walk. You show me which. Can you show them which house is it? Hey, come with us, okay? Thank you. We got it.
Hey, Jason, does he know his name?
Where? That's mommy? Where?
Mommy.
Where? Where's mommy? Where's my mommy?
You want me to carry him so he's not like walking barefoot?
I mean, I'm trying to follow him because I guess it seems like he knows where he's going. Where's mommy's house? Home right now. Let's see if he knows. Where's mommy? This way? Yeah. This way? Yeah. Okay.
Doors open. Goose, you got him?
Yeah.
Deputies approached an apartment with its front door wide open, yet the interior was completely devoid of adults. They found his 6-year-old sister fast asleep. How could a mother be reckless enough to leave 2 young children like this?
It looks like apartment 1520. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Is anybody home? Everybody okay in there? I don't like it. Alright, do this traffic. Yeah, door was open. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office.
So those people should know who's, because they're right next door up top. You keep this right there. They don't speak. Keep it. Huh? What's that? Right.
I guess I don't know.
Come out.
Come, somebody come.
Come.
Yeah, I know. Attendez. Est-ce que c'est la vérité? Il va être là? La vérité? That's where he lives at.
Where?
Right there. Excusez, mamie. Mamie, m'en parle avant plutôt. Moutez vite là. Why they scared to talk, man? It's a kid. Qui va te le guetter? On va retourner bien, on va jamais dans la caisse là. On est là. Come here. Come here, papa.
Look up there.
Look.
Oh, she's gonna come out. Yeah, she's gonna come out.
What's your name? Did they call you? Is it Michael?
No cry, no cry. Come on.
Mommy's coming.
Mommy's coming, no cry.
She's coming.
Hey. It's okay, don't cry. Pick up here.
Deputies worked to gather contact info from the oldest daughter and notified the Department of Children and Families, DCF. Moments later, the mother pulled up to the scene, looking completely panicked upon seeing the police cars.
What's his name? I didn't hear, I'm sorry.
JJ.
Where's your parents?
What's your parents' last name?
You have a phone number?
Fabian? If I give you the phone, can you call your parents?
Are they supposed to be here? Are your parents supposed to be here? Yeah, please. Call the sergeant. Let him know what we got.
Let me take it off the thing so you guys can.
So we got the original caller, correct? Yeah. Okay. So.
JJ.
Yeah.
Bye, baby.
Yeah. This is an issue. Sergeant's coming here?
Yeah.
He's gonna stay. I'm gonna grab my car and go swim by the office.
Thank you.
So, who's got the kid?
He's up there with his sister. His sister is 6. So I guess she had no idea that he had stepped out.
Oh,
no parents are here. He's like 4
4 years old, went down the stairs?
Yeah.
And then where was he found over there?
He was like on the sidewalk.
Okay, I see where the cars are at.
Yeah, right there. On the sidewalk.
And how old is his sister that's up there?
6.
6?
Oh. Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, that's DCF for sure. There has to be a, we got to notify them. See what the heck is going on. Why are they leaving 2 underage kids?
Who's this lady?
They just try to help. They were just here.
Okay.
She's the one that gave the kid the shirt because he only had a shirt on and no pants. And then
So who's watching the kid now?
it's now up there's Hall and
Okay,
Hudson.
adults. All right.
Yeah, adults.
So what do you think we should do here? I'm just trying to make you think. Even
Trying to
though
make me a sergeant?
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I'm all about promoting stuff, So, or do you want me to tell you what I think I would do?
Sure.
So I think obviously call DCF.
Yeah.
Find out also from the neighbors, hey, who lives here. Maybe also go to the
like the main office
main
or whatever.
office, see if you can get a name, a phone number, and stuff. A 6-year-old watching a 4-year-old.
Is that mom or something?
Let's find out. Let's cut her off.
The one on the left, that side.
And this one?
Well, it's both of them, I think.
So that's like that might be the mom. Are you the mom? Huh?
Yes, I'm here. I'm with them. I'm with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
The mother claimed she had only stepped away for 10 minutes to unload items at the complex clubhouse while the kids slept. Is this excuse enough to justify placing her own children in a life or death situation?
Ask you some questions first, okay?
Yes, sir.
So, you already know what's going on, right?
He just called me to say.
That your child, we found them outside?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to Mirandize you, okay?
You have to what?
Mirandize you.
What's that
Read you
mean?
your rights.
Car.
I just gotta read you your rights.
Petit, mais je sorti yo jeune sous militaire. Mais police envahit là, oui ta. Gardons bien ma.
Listen, we're here, we're just investigating, okay?
Oui ta, ben je m'en chérie.
You're gonna tell him you're gonna call him back later because
Okay,
we gotta
call him,
figure this
John,
out. Yes. Okay. So,
I'm just doing an event. They've been sleeping, and I went to the clubhouse. I'm setting up something so they're sleeping.
Here in the complex?
Yeah, I'm in the front, in the office. So I'm setting up an event for somebody, and they were sleeping, so I just left them
So
to
you
sleep.
work here?
I live here.
I know you live here, but you also work.
No, like I'm doing a party for someone tomorrow. So
So
celebrating
you rented
someone.
out
The clubhouse, because I live here. Yes. So this morning I just went there to unload the truck, and now I'm coming back, and they're sleeping.
Okay.
So I guess my son woke up, and my daughter's probably still sleeping. Is my daughter up?
How old is your daughter?
She's 5, 6.
Yes.
She's
and
up.
your son? How old is your son?
He's 3.
He's 3?
Hello? 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 Yeah, pictured. Police been like because
What's
Jay
your
was
daughter's-
on the street on military girl, and Abby's still asleep.
What's
So
your
I'm talking to
daughter's
them.
date of birth?
The little boy?
I know. Yeah, bye.
You're calling back. Okay, so you went to the clubhouse.
Yeah,
At
to
what
the
time did
clubhouse,
you go?
right.
Do you know what time you went?
Like 10 minutes ago.
No, it's
No,
more
no,
than that.
longer.
It's
No.
longer than that.
Sorry.
You've been here
Hold
for a
on.
while.
It's been about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked to my husband at 11:20, and I told him what I just did, and then I'm coming right back.
And when you left them, they were sleeping in their room?
What?
They were sleeping in their room when you left?
Yeah, they're sleeping.
When you left, they were
Yes,
sleeping?
they were sleeping.
Okay. You know you're not supposed to leave with minors of that age.
I know, I'm sorry. That won't happen again. I don't want this to escalate any further, please.
Okay.
Deputies pushed back on her timeline, forcing the mother to admit she had actually been gone for over an hour. She repeatedly begged the deputies not to let things escalate and promised it would never happen again.
They were sleeping at the time.
What time was that?
Like an
Said
hour
like
ago.
an hour ago.
I just talked to my husband. I said, I'm unloading the truck right now, and I'm going back home. They're still sleeping.
No, what I'm asking you is how long were you gone from here originally?
Like an hour. Like, I was unloading the truck. So I feel like it's been an hour.
What truck?
This right here. I just unloaded the stuff.
So where did you start from though? That's what I'm asking.
What do you mean? In the community, right here.
I know, but you left here to go where? You
To
left
the
your apartment.
clubhouse. To the clubhouse in the front.
Okay. And then that was like an hour ago.
Yeah, right now I'm back, so it's an hour. I didn't look at the time. I'm just unloading the truck.
Okay. Corporal.
Jay, you were sleeping, movie. Jay apparently got up and went outside. Why? I don't know why, Jay. You didn't see me.
11, right? You okay?
You just woke up or you been out? You okay?
He knows how to unlock the door and stuff?
Yes, he do now. Even when I'm like I work from home, even when I'm on the computer, he unlocks it. And I'm like, Jay, get inside.
The problem is the way we found him. He was
Yeah,
on the
it's
street.
on the street. He could have died. He could have got
hit by the car. So that's a problem.
So you went to the clubhouse you guys were getting ready for an event or something?
Yeah, for tomorrow. And they're sleeping. So I left them to sleep and I went to fix. And my mind keeps saying, come back home to check if they're still sleeping. But I'm like, let me just unload. Let me just finish unloading. And now that I'm back, and now it's this.
Well, so if there was an emergency, would she know what to do if there was an emergency?
Yeah,
but she doesn't have a cell phone.
No, there's like I work from home. There's an office phone right there.
But that's like a landline?
Like a landline, yeah, for my job. So she knows to call me in my phone number.
Okay. All right. No criminal history. The virus check.
Deputies explained that leaving young children home alone constitutes a felony in the state of Florida, regardless of the duration. Will the fact that both children miraculously remained unharmed save her from severe legal consequences?
Is your kids are very young. And so I think we're all parents here. Leaving your kids home, even to run a quick errand, to go check the mail, this and that. What we do, we decide if it's child neglect or is it something that we could all end up doing. Like, I went to go 2 doors down to talk to my neighbor, and then he was like, hey, come check out this thing. And I walked into his house, and then we started talking, and I didn't realize I've been gone for 20, 30 minutes, and my kids. So the problem, there's a couple of problems. Your kids are very young. There's no age in the books, meaning the Florida State statute book. There's no age. We have to evaluate kids on how mature they are. She is mature, but she's 6. She does know your information. She did know the phone number. The problem with this one is she was, nothing she did wrong. She was passed out sleeping. So if she was watching TV, that would be a totally different scenario. She was out cold. So what we have to do is we have to call the on-call state attorney's office and find out, because this is a felony. Leaving your kids home alone, even if it's for a short period of time, it's a felony. Is not to say that you meant to do it, but this is what happened. So you can bring them upstairs. We'll come and talk to you. We're still deciding things. They're checking and we don't think that you acted with ill intent, meaning, I'm just going to go do whatever. We believe what you're saying. But the problem is the kids were still here for a long period of time. All right, so just give us a little bit. You can bring the kids upstairs if you want. Let's call and talk with them about it.
But right now. Hi. Okay,
Who's the
where's
other
Judy?
lady?
Oh yeah, sure. You can come back. So can we?
Deputies decided to separate the mother from her children to make the arrest, ensuring the kids wouldn't witness it. She was instructed to call her husband and arrange for a close friend to watch the little ones.
Stuff.
Yes.
All right, we just want to talk to you out here, not in front of the kids, because we don't want them to see, you going to jail. So you are gonna go to jail for today. You might even speak to a judge today. Because of all the elements of the crime are there. You left the kid alone, unsupervised. It's Florida State statute. We were looking at it. We were trying to see what we can do, but so. Hi, how's it going? Is this for okay?
Oh my! Can the your best friend?
I was gonna say if you could call your husband, because he has to know.
He is.
Can the kid stay with your best friend? Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a cell phone? Is your cell phone with you?
Yeah, she has it in her hand.
Okay. So he's gonna have you walk down, and I'll explain to your friend, your best friend, what's going on, and then you can call your husband with your phone down there.
Yeah, we just didn't want to let your kids see you going to handcuffs. Okay.
So yeah, just walk down with him. He'll explain everything to you.
Can I finish? Just tell them.
No,
like my sister.
I'm gonna tell her.
I'm not gonna go crazy.
No, I'm gonna tell her for you.
The thing is,
she's just gonna walk you down.
We don't want your kids to.
I will talk to you.
They've already gone enough.
Just give me 1 second. Like,
what do you need to do?
I'm just gonna tell my friend and then.
I'm gonna tell.
So let's call. If you want, call her out.
Yeah, call.
Yeah, if you want, just call her out.
I'm sorry. Okay, so.
I don't know what you guys are
saying. I
don't know what you guys are saying.
I'm basically telling her if she has any questions, let me know. But we're gonna walk her down. We'll get her stuff out of the vehicle.
Where's your car?
During a tearful phone call to her husband, the mother choked up as she admitted her mistake and told him she was heading to see a judge. The welfare check concluded with the mother being cuffed and led away in absolute shame.
Sorry, babe. I know you told me to go back home right when I was trying to unload. So Jay was on the road and somebody called the police and now they came and now Colin is here with them and I have to go with them because they found him on the road. So they have to take me to the judge. So right now I'm about to get in the police car. Colin is with them. So I don't know what you got to do. If you got to continue working, that's fine. But Colin's with them and Jay's in the car. And they're not going to arrest me in front of them. They're arresting me outside. But I have to call you. Okay? I know, baby. I know you said go back home now. I know, baby. I know. I'm sorry. So right now I have to go with them and then
call back about an hour and a half.
and maybe in an hour and a half he said I could call you back, okay? So we can talk to maybe a judge since it's early.
Yeah.
Okay? Bye. I know. He said it.
No.
Hey, you got bad shoulders, right?
Oh yeah, I got a broken arm.
Perfect. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're gonna
Forward?
in the front. So you got bad shoulders. You understand?
Yeah.
How do you turn this off?
My phone?
Come on here on this side.
Oh god.
Yeah, right here.
Wait, you said power it off?
Yes.
Hold on, power off.
You don't have any weapons on you, anything that could poke, stick us, hurt us, or anything like that?
No.
We're just gonna pat you down with the back of the palm of our hands, alright?
Power off.
You understand?
Sure.
Hello?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Wait, I don't have nothing sharp.
No, you got bad shoulders. You
Power off.
Bad shoulders, correct?
Yeah, arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
power off. Okay, there we go.
Hey, I'm gonna back up my car a little.
This is crazy. Alright guys, so can we please see a judge and like see how this works
That's
out?
why we're trying to do this fast as possible.
Oh my gosh. This is so embarrassing, so crazy. Oh my god, I never felt my other number.
You're gonna see him today through like a Zoom call, most likely.
Ooh, the court?
The judge.
Okay.
And then he's gonna let you know probably bond and whatever it is.
Alright, thank you. Jesus Christ.
Due to her neglect of a child without proper supervision, a third-degree felony in Florida, the mother faces up to 5 years in prison and fines reaching $5,000. She needs to adjust her attitude. 4-year-old boy wandering next to the highway, and she thinks there should no consequences? Have the child taken from the parents and put them in jail for child endangerment.
He didn't do anything. No, she didn't do anything. Yes, she did. Well, you know, I've been having a decent...
At his residence, the father claimed to police that he only grabbed his phone back and never physically assaulted his daughter at her workplace. Can this excuse stand ground against the rock-solid evidence currently under investigation?
So, just, is she around or no? I'd rather talk to you in private if that's okay. Okay. So, as far as that day of the incident, did anything else happen that day at all?
Okay.
As far as when you guys had the whole car situation, you visited her at work? No.
You want to talk to her?
What's that?
You want to talk to her?
Well, we talked to her. The investigating detective talked to her.
Okay.
So then I just came out to try to get another statement from you if you have anything else at all.
Happened, I took my phone from her.
Okay.
She reached at me.
Okay.
Grabbed the phone.
Okay. And that was in that break room area?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as when the physical part of everything happened, how did that start?
I went back there to get my keys. I called you.
Yeah, no, I know that. I know
I'm
that.
the one who called the
Yep.
police.
Yeah.
Because they were hot. She was stop, Prince. She wasn't at work.
Okay.
She was supposed to be. She told me to come get my keys. She brought some boys out here from Chicago.
Yeah.
Which she wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
When I did finally see that her boyfriend who worked there said she's here, they snuck her in the back door.
Okay.
My son stepped off.
Yeah.
The manager assistant.
Yeah.
Okay, so I told her it's time to get my keys. We go in the break room. She got to talking and stuff. So I said, well, give me the phone. So when she lunged at me, I grabbed her. I took my phone out of her pocket. That was as far as it went.
Okay. All right. Would there be any reason that the video would depict anything different at all? Well, that's what I'm asking, because
I
it's like
didn't physically attack her or anything like that.
Okay.
I grabbed her, yes.
Okay. So we were able to get surveillance.
Officers notified him of an official arrest warrant issued by a judge after reviewing CCTV footage that captured the entire violent incident. The man instantly froze, trying to stall and refusing to accept the reality that he was caught.
She didn't report anything, so it. Hold on. Don't pull, please don't pull. Step outside, please.
Wait for my wife.
Well, okay, we'll get that, but let's do it outside, okay?
Hurry up now!
We're not gonna go anywhere yet. Hi, ma'am. I'll explain this. Here, let's step over here. I just want to make sure we're out of the way, okay? Out of the house. So he just has a warrant for his arrest, okay? Just based on that situation that we had, okay?
From the job.
This doesn't mean he's guilty or anything. This just means he's gonna have court. So you're gonna have to see a judge, okay? And then I don't know if it's gonna be today or tomorrow.
Wait, so I gotta sit in jail for overnight?
You might.
Well, who's gonna watch my daughter?
That's gonna be something else that you're gonna have to figure out in some way, okay? Do you have any property you need out of the house?
Yeah.
Like, do you have your phone, sir?
You gotta get some shoes on. You gotta have
Okay,
shoes.
that's fine. If you want to bring him some shoes out, okay?
Bring my
I
phone.
appreciate it.
While being handcuffed, he continuously shifted the blame to his daughter and complained about a shoulder injury to demand the cuffs be loosened. Could this be a genuine pain response or just a deflection tactic to ease his discomfort?
Well, I'm asking you what you prefer.
I have a bad shoulder, but
Okay, so we can do that then. I will do that for you. I got you. I'll loosen that one. What I'm going to do is separate this out, okay?
You give me a rest.
She didn't do anything. That's not on her at all. That is not on her at all.
When you took my car, you know what you did. What is this? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You didn't do anything. So.
Yes, she did do something. Don't tell
She didn't do anything. No, she didn't do anything.
Yes, she did.
Well, I've been having a decent conversation with you, okay? But I'm going to be honest with you. Watching that video, she did absolutely nothing in that regard. Nothing for it to get physical like that, okay? All right, we're just going to go this way over towards my partner's spot, okay? Here, do you want to put those shoes on real quick first?
You're not a parent. No, give my Crocs.
You don't know anything about me, so you
You need
can't
your
say that.
medication?
So, can I grab these, please?
No, don't give me. Just give me my Crocs.
Can I grab the you don't want? Okay, that's fine.
Right there, the one's right here.
Thank you.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I don't need to. I don't want to. No.
All right, let's go this way, okay?
Yeah.
Archie, do you mind doing the module really quick? I'll stand with them. You don't mind? I just don't have a computer, otherwise I would. So.
I got you.
Officers conducted a physical search of the suspect to ensure safety before escorting him to the specialized transport vehicle. The father's arrogant mindset completely collapsed as he realized he was not above the law.
Got me up out of bed.
I gotcha, but I don't know if you had anything on you, and I'm not accusing you of it. We always ask.
was able to grab that, throw that bag. You good?
Yeah.
I'm in.
What's going on?
He's got shoulder injury.
Okay.
The cuffs are
Gotcha.
starting to aggravate it. So I'll just do one set in the front.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be up to the van driver. If you can keep him like this, you can tell him about your shoulder, but you might have to go right back behind you.
Okay.
I'll get him. All right, getting started.
All right, let's get you out of here, my man.
The man was finally escorted into the back of the police transport van to be booked into the main jail. The welfare check concluded with a bitter ending for the abuser, opening the door to strict legal prosecution.
Have to search you again.
I'm going to put a 10-pound bag of potatoes in a 5-pound sack here. Give me the mini gloves. Just have to keep the work here not as big as me, I guess. Anything on you that I should know about? Alright, pretty simple, self-explanatory. Watch your head, watch your step. I'm going to hang on to your arms, so I want you to fall. Okay, watch your head. Have a seat on that bench right there. I'm going to throw a seatbelt on. Right there's fine. Just a little bit. All right. With your seatbelt? You got it? Alright, watch your head, watch your step here. Just grabbing your arms so you don't fall. You can turn towards me. Alright. Right this way to this door here. This one I got one.
Due to his domestic battery and intentional injury, the man faces up to 5 years in prison and fines reaching $5,000. This man is a total control freak. Love seeing him be arrested. Train your dog, sir, to stop all that barking upon command. Daughter just lost her inheritance, lol.